Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made this pant from scratch. I'm going to be showing you the full process from cutting to sewing, so stay tuned and let's get right into the video. This is the fabric we are working with. I actually folded it into two. My lap measurement is 21, so we actually measured 21 divided by 2, which gave us 10 and a half, and we added half inches allowance. So this is what we are working with right now, measuring our waist to hip measurement, and our waist to hip measurement standard is 9, so I'm going to be marking that out. This is 9. Then our waist to flap measurement is standard 12 inches, so I'm going to be marking out 12 inches. So I'm going to be marking it out straight so you can see what we are working with now. I'm going to be inputting our lap measurement. Our lap measurement is 21 divided by 2 is 10 and a half, and we're going to be adding half inches allowance, which is going to give us 11, as you can see. Sorry, let me turn the tape. This is 11 inches, and I'm going to be marking that out. Doing the same thing for the hip line and the waistline as well, and I'm going to be marking 11 inches. I'm going to do the same thing for the top. So guys, after marking it down, I ruled the line. I didn't realize my camera was not shooting, so I'm going to be adding my hip measurement and my waist measurement as well. So our hip measurement divided by 4 our hip measurement divided by 4, adding half inch allowance, is going to give us 10.2 inches. So we're going to mark our 10.2 inches here. This is 10.2. So this is our hip line, and I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm also going to do it there as well. So after that, I ruled my line up. I did this so you understand. This is our hip line, our hip measurement, and this is our lap measurement, but this is what we are going to be working with. You're not going to be using this part, so just watch what I'm going to be doing. Right now we're going to be adding our waist measurement, and we are going to be taking it from this line here. This is our hip line, so this is where we're going to be taking our waist measurement. Our waist measurement divided by 4 is 7.2, plus our sewing allowance, we are going to be having 7.7. So this is where we are going to be placing our tape. 7.2, sorry. So this is where we are going to be placing our measurements. So this is what we have right now. We are going to be curving this to meet our hip measurement. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to slant this. Feel free to use your hip curve, but if you feel you can use your hand, because right now I don't have my hip curve with me, but this is what we are working with right now. It is not neatly curved, as you can see, but that is why I said you should make use of your hip curve to do this. For this part, we are going to be going in by 1 inch here and 1 inch here. So this is the 1 inch, and we are going to curve it, create a curve here. So this is our curve. The curve is going like this. This is the bottom part of my dress, my pants, and I marked this line because the fabric is actually very long. It's by 60, as you can see. So I simply measured. This is what we are working with. So I simply measured the length that I needed, and I marked it at that point over there. So I'm going to be taking 1 inch here, and I'm going to be taking 1.5 inch here. Note that if you don't want your pants to be too straight, and if you want it to be very free for you and cover your shoe and all, you can skip this process and just cut it. But I want mine to be a bit straight, so I'm going to be taking 1 inch here and 1.5 inch here. And make sure that whenever you're taking, here should be 1/2 inch. Let me repeat that. Here should always be 1/2 inch more than here. So here I took 1 inch and I took 1.5 inch here. So if you're taking 1.5 inch here, you're going to be taking 2 inches there. I hope you understand. So now, after marking this, I'm going to be measuring it with the top part of my pants. So guys, after measuring the lines up, this is what we have. I'm just going to move my camera so you can see it perfectly. This is what we have. This line here is a bit faint, so you might not see it as well. This is the line. So this is what we are working with right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. So guys, this is what we have. This is for the front of our dress. So we are going to be cutting the back part of this now. We're going to be cutting the back part of our trouser, and what I did, I folded it a way that I'll have enough allowance here, because the back is going to be 2 inches more than the front. So this is what I did, and I'm going to be marking 2 inches from where our last measurement is. This is 2 inches. 2 inches. And I'm going to be repeating this process everywhere. So guys, after marking my 2 inches round, I've traced the line and I did it down. So what I'm going to do now is cut it out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what it looks like. My camera was not filming when I was cutting, sorry about that, but this is what it looks like. So we are going to be taking off 1 inch from this part, but it's going to be for the front only. This is because the back of the pants, your butt is shooting out, but the front is flat, so we just want to make that relax. So it's giving me a little bit of issue. So as I was saying, we are going to be taking off 1 inch from the front part of the pants, just to make it just to create ease because the bum, like I said earlier, is shooting out and this part is front. So to give it ease, we are going to be taking off 1 inch from here, and it's going to be slanted. I've already taken that off, so this is what it looks like after taking off your 1 inch. And as you can see, I did it for the 2 part of the front. So guys, as you can see, I took the back part and the front piece, and I'm going to be sewing it from the hip part from the top to the bottom, and I'm going to take the other part and do the same thing for the both sides. So guys, I'm doing the same thing for the other 2 parts, and I'm joining it by the hip area. So as you can see, I was supposed to put a pocket. That was why I left this pocket space that I marked out, but I later changed my mind and I sewed it closed. So I just wanted to let you know why this space you're seeing is looking like that. I was supposed to add a pocket to this pant, but I changed my mind and made the pants without the pocket. So this is me sewing the sides of the pants, and as you can see, I added the back part and the front part together, and I'm joining them together. So guys, after joining the sides, I'm going to join this part you're seeing right now, and I'm going to sew it from the top part to the bottom part. So guys, after joining it, this is what we have. So we are going to be joining the 2 parts together. We're going to be joining the 2 legs of our pants together. And what we are going to do, we are going to make sure they are facing each other correctly. As you can see, the 2 backs, we are going to be joining them together from this point that we have here at the lap area. We are going to be joining it together from here, and we'll sew it all the way down. So as I was saying, make sure the centers here are facing each other when you're sewing. Just to make sure everything is equal. So guys, for the band of the palazzo, I have this fabric here on fold, and the waist we have after joining everything is 36. So we are going to be joining 36 into 2. We are going to be joining those 2 measurements together, and we are going to add what we have. There. So we are going to add it here like so, and we need the width of the palazzo is going to be 5 inches, so divided by 2 is 2.5 inches. So we are going to mark that out here. We are going to mark 2.5 inches across and cut it out. Let me stop the video. So guys, after cutting that out, this is what we have. Can you see that? So what we are going to do, this is the waist of our palazzo. We are going to take this part. This is the right part of the palazzo. We are going to take it like this and sew it across 1/2 inch. Sew it across to the very end. Then when we are done with that, we'll take this one inside. I don't know if you can understand what I'm doing. Take this one inside and sew it. I'm going to take it over to my machine and show you what I mean. So guys, I'm about to sew it down. As you can see, I had to pin it down just so it won't move. And I'll be removing the pin as I go because it's not properly laid. And it's going to give me issues. So guys, after joining that, this is what we are working with. Can you see that? So right now I'll be joining this part. I'm going to be folding it in. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'll be sewing it very tiny. I'm not going to allow it show on this part. I want to let it go across this line, so it's going to have a neat finish. So do you see? We're going to take that by 1/2 inch and fold it in, and we're going to sew on it. This is what we have here. Okay, this is where we are going to be putting our zip. And I just took my waist measurement and marked it at this point, and I did the same thing for the second side. And I'm going to be placing my zip like so. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll be placing my zip like this and sewing it down. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side and show you what it looks like. So guys, after inserting our zip, this is what we have. Can you see? So now after inserting our zip, we are going to go to the bottom part of our pants and add our hemming gum, and we are going to be done, and I'm going to show you the finished look. So guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you on my next video.